Hello everybody, welcome back to our channel. I hope that you guys are having an amazing day today. In today's video, I am bringing you part 2 of the 3-part series using the new Tati beauty palette. So for today's video, just like the last one, I am going to be using the Louise eyeshadow base in the shade 0.5 for all of the eyeshadow looks. And just like in part 1, I am going to let you guys listen to mostly music, but I will be jumping in with a voiceover when I need to explain any of the steps. So let's go ahead and get started. This look is going to be a cut crease look, so what I'm doing is just packing the matte brown shade into the crease, and once it's packed, I'm going to take a slightly bigger blending brush and I'm just going to blend out the edges. So taking the matte orange, I am just going to be repeating the same steps, so just packing on the color and then blending out the edges. And because I'm using this color as my transition color also, I am going to be switching over to a MAC 217 brush, and I'm using this brush to build up the pigment but also to blend. As you guys can see, we lost a lot of pigment from that brown color, so I'm just coming back in and building that color back up again, and I'm just gonna be building the color up, blending, and I'm gonna do that a couple of times until I'm happy with the way it looks. And now we're moving on to cutting the crease, and this time I'm using the Louise eyeshadow base in the shade 0.0. And next, I'm just going to use a Q-tip to clean off the edge. starting off with look number 2, or I guess I should say look number 5, since there are a total of 9 eyeshadow looks. I am starting off this look with the matte black from the palette, and I'm just going to be packing on this color with a pencil brush. And as you guys can see, it's a very tiny pencil brush, so it is going to take me a little bit to build up the pigment, but since I have hooded eyes and not a lot of lid space, I have to try to keep my movement super slow and super tiny. But anyway, once the color is packed, I am going to take a small pencil brush and I am going to blend out the edges. And then grabbing the matte purple from the palette, I am basically going to be repeating the same steps. And since we lost a lot of pigment, I am just gonna go back and forth between the black and the purple, and I'm gonna build up the pigment and blend it out. And I'm gonna be doing that a couple of times, just basically back and forth, packing, blending, until I'm happy with the way it looks. Now moving on to cutting the crease, I'm going to be using the same Louise eyeshadow base in the shade 0, and because I do want the colors on the lid to really stand out, I am going to clean off that lid first, and then I'm going to go back over it with the Louise base to have a nice clean canvas. And here I am giving the sequin texture another try, and again, it looks really pretty when you first apply it, but then after a little while you can hardly see the glitter. Anyway, moving on to blend the edge of the cut crease, I am going back into the matte black, and I am just going to softly blend it right into the edge of the cut crease. Taking the matte purple, and I'm just applying that right next to the black to create a gradient. And I don't know how I feel about this, but I decided to add a little bit of glitter. If you guys don't like the way it looks, you can totally skip this step, but I thought it looked cute, so I just left it on. And anyway, now I'm just gonna use the Motives gel eyeliner to line my upper lash line. And I know I keep using the same lashes for every single eyeshadow look, but I got lazy. I think for the last 3 looks I do end up using a different style of lashes. Anyway, this is the completed look. I hope that you guys like it. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. For this look, I'm starting off with the matte black, and I am going to be packing this on to my lid and the crease. I'm using a small pencil brush. This one is actually a pretty easy look. It's going to take a little bit of extra blending time, but overall it's a pretty easy eyeshadow look. Anyway, once I'm happy with the pigmentation, I'm switching over to a blending brush and I'm just going to blend out the edges. So taking the brown shade, I am going to pack it and then blend it. I think you guys are getting pretty used to the steps, but yeah, I'm basically gonna repeat that step one more time. And here I also took the chance to build up the pigment, so I'm gonna be going back and forth between the black and the brown to build up both colors and blend out both colors. And you guys will see that I needed to add a little bit more brown, so if you are doing this step, just make sure that you blend that brown until you're happy with the way it looks. Now I'm gonna go over the black with the metallic shade from the memory shade, and I'm just applying that all over the lid. And you guys can see here that the brown is totally gone, so this is what I was kind of trying to refer to before. I do end up fixing it, but I just wanted to show you. Anyway, I also do end up going with a little bit of glitter from the memory shade as well. And here is where I fix it. So I'm grabbing the brown and a small blending brush, and I'm just gonna build up that brown a little bit more, and I am also gonna be using the same brush to blend it out. And then I'm just cleaning off the corner with a Q-tip. And here I still thought that I needed to blend the brown and the black a little bit more, so I grabbed a tiny blending brush from Morphe. It doesn't have a number on it, but it's just a very small blending brush, and I basically just went back into the black and the brown and I just blended out those colors a little bit more. So this is the completed look. I will be uploading the last 3 looks either tomorrow or in 2 days, but I also wanted to tell you guys that if you want the black to be more pigmented, what you want to do is use a black gel eyeliner or a black kohl pencil as a base under the black eyeshadow. I didn't do that for this video because I just wanted to showcase the palette and show you guys how the palette performed on its own. But anyway, just a little suggestion. I hope that you guys like all of the eyeshadow looks. Let me know down below which one was your favorite. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe before you go, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye.